The following contest is scheduled for one fall. The event is for the new Texas Pro Women's Championship and the Ring of Honor Women's Championship.
Welcome back from that Life of Daniel Makabe ad. It is another big match feel. Big titles on the line. Speaking of big titles, this lady right here has made the Pan-African World Dysphoria Championship one of the top titles in independent wrestling. All around, throw gender out the door. This is Trish Adora. And props to, there we go, sponsored by Mesa Media. And there is the new Texas Women's Champion and the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, Rok-C, Texas's own. This is a big time matchup, not just in women's wrestling, but in independent wrestling altogether. Both those titles on the line. And Trish Adora presents a very big danger to Rok-C's title reign. New Texas Pro already doing the business. Trish Adora already signed for future dates. She will definitely be there November 27th.
This next contest is for the new Texas Pro Women's Championship as well as the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Washington, D.C. She weighs in at 420. This is Afro-Punk Trish Adora. And her opponent, she is the new Texas Pro Women's Champion. She is the Ring of Honor Women's Champion from Laredo, Texas, the Prodigy, Rok-C.
And that name, the Prodigy, is no joke. That is absolutely what Rok-C is. And we are just absolutely spoiled to be able to watch her ascent in this business of professional wrestling. Tonight, though, one of her biggest tests to date as she takes on Trish Adora. Both competitors ready. Bell is rang. As both those prestigious belts rest mere inches away from me. Very exciting. Again, it's been a night of big fights, but this is just a different level of big fight feel in the Irving Arena here as Trish Adora takes on Rok-C.
New Texas Pro has become a mainstay in Texas wrestling and is making a name for itself now with women's wrestling. With Rok-C as the face, she is the new Texas Pro Women's Champion. She is also the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. and she's going one-on-one here with Trish Adora. Trish Adora was in the semifinals of the Ring of Honor Women's Championship tournament. She was on the opposite bracket of Rok-C. I know a lot of people were actually looking forward to a possible final between Trish Adora and Rok-C, but Trish Adora, despite putting up a big fight in that tournament, came up just a little bit short. She looks to finally make that one-on-one matchup here come true. And if she gets the win, Biss, she's not only going to win 1, but 2 championships here tonight.
Absolutely, and hats off to the Ring of Honor office for making that possible. But also we're so spoiled with the Rok-C and Rachel Rose feud here in New Texas. Trish Adora is a very real contender for both of these titles. And I mentioned in the opening that New Texas has already done the business of securing Trish for future dates. So it's very well could see a new champion here. Trish Adora, of course, had an hour-long Iron Man match with Tony Deppen, who is becoming king of that style. Trish Adora,
I was going to say, both of these women very accomplished in their career, not only in Texas wrestling, but just independent wrestling as well. I mean, Rok-C, she's so young, it's hard to believe, but she's only 19 years old.
It's insane.
And to be able to hold not 1 but 2 championships, the grind is incredible. She has to fight every single night, and she's become a great champion here at New Texas Pro.
Yeah, but I mean, let me tell you about Trish Adora in the Washington D.C. wrestling area. She's become almost the face of that area that's blowing up, very similar to how Texas is. A lot of top talent from up there as well, and she seems to be the lead face and the front runner of that, which is going on in that area. So
the face of the Northeast Division, you could argue, against one of the faces here in Texas women's wrestling. A true, like I said, a lot of people were looking forward to that possible final in the Ring of Honor Women's Tournament between Trish and Rok-C, and we're lucky to finally get it here tonight at New Texas Pro on IWTV.
There's not very many dream matches left, but I think this is definitely dream match territory. And also just the idea of getting to see Trish Adora and mix it up with the Texas female wrestlers. There's actually a few male competitors I'd like to see Trish Adora compete with.
I mean,
just a phenomenal athlete.
Yes, women's wrestling has never been hotter, Biss. I mean, and now is the time to really try to make your mark in this business if you're a women's wrestling competitor. And Rok-C is making a claim for that. See a nice standing switch from Trish Adora to Rok-C, but Rok-C has been making a lot of moves, Biss. She's only been wrestling for a few years now. Again, only 19 years old.
Side headlock. And it's the hard work that Rok-C has put in, but you have to acknowledge that a competitor that age, the support group that she has, that backs her up and make sure that she stays on the right path is really important. I think it's worth pointing out.
Yes, I mean, and there's a reason why they call it the prodigy list. I mean, we were there when she went toe-to-toe with Killer Kelly. It was what a classic that was. That was also for both the Ring of Honor and the New Texas Pro Women's Championship. And then just last month against Rachel Rose, another classic. We talk about that epic rivalry between Rok-C and Rachel Rose. We know that they'll see each other again down the line. What would it mean? Go, big shoulder block. There you see the tenacity of the prodigy.
I think
don't counter out looking at agility.
There's a lot of prodigies around that have had the wrong people get in their ear. I just want to point out that how good that support system is and how that makes her a legit prodigy, right? As we see the hammerlock here. Floating over, extra pressure.
Look at that bridge. Beautiful
nice
technique from the champion.
And then holds on to it. You can't hold the bridge forever, right? She held it as long as she could. When the bridge collapsed, she held onto the arm.
I mean, Rok-C really taking it to Trish Adora, who calls herself a technician, that Afro Tech, showing respect to the other women and professional wrestlers of color. She really feels that she has a moment here to represent a culture, represent a movement. And what would it mean for that movement if she's able to capture not 1, but 2 championships here tonight at New Texas Pro? And Rok-C really taking her to task on that effort. But she can also, I was going to say that Lucha Libre influence that Rok-C's able to implement, and Trish Adora, well scouted, drops her right on the knee.
Yeah, I would say that at this point, what she has done for that movement cannot be tarnished. Just incredible work and great spirit and effort to do that and to take that flag and fly it. But yeah, absolutely. To be the Ring of Honor World Women's Championship, it has to mean the World Tour. I mean, we saw the packages where she broke down. You know, like you can tell how much it means to her.
Yeah, Trish Adora wears her heart on her sleeve. She's wearing Rok-C's throat on that middle rope here. Now grabbing the arm, pulling the arm, using that rope to its advantage. And Rok-C, you see, clutching at that left arm as Trish Adora argues with the referee that she had until 4, has until 5 there, broke on 4.
If there's one thing we've learned tonight, it's that they have till 5. That's definitely.
There's a lot of competitors here at New Texas Pro doing everything they can to get the win.
That is a big forearm. That is a big league forearm.
You hear them almost some cheers from the crowd. Trish Adora, again, I mentioned, known for her technical ability.
I think she's used to being the favorite, right? There's not a lot of places Trish Adora goes where she's not the one cheered at this point.
I mean, Trish Adora is a fan favorite throughout the entire country, throughout the entire world, but there are few superstars as beloved right now in the industry as our champion Rok-C.
And in Texas, you know, it's really something.
And there is that sense of Texas pride here, Biz. I mean,
oh, absolutely.
Just in the name New Texas Pro, making a name for itself, professional wrestling, not just in Texas, but in the entire nation. And here you have Trish Adora trying to come in and win not 1, but 2 championships, including the New Texas Pro title.
I mean, she's a road warrior. She is on the road. She is in hostile territory.
Trish Adora would be the first non-Texan woman to win the New Texas Pro Women's Championship. Here we go for a cover.
And she's got all the credentials to do it. She is absolutely one of the top independent wrestlers, regardless of gender, going today.
She trained with the Team 3D Academy, and of course in the Ring of Honor dojo with Jonathan Gresham. Well-versed, well-taught. And you see, it's like Greco-Roman throw, that arm bar, again, working over that left arm.
Yeah, she's very fundamentally sound. You factor in the military background and the discipline.
Here's a roll-up from Rok-C.
We talked
just
earlier,
like that, we almost got a win there.
Yeah, we talked earlier about the Iron Man match, which speaks to the stamina that she has. She really, you know, to steal a baseball term, she really is a 5-tool player. You know, she has it all. She can go in any direction.
Well, she doesn't have it all just yet, Biss, but she might at the end of tonight.
That's true.
Again, the Ring of Honor Women's Championship and the New Texas Pro Women's Championship. 2 titles are on the line right now. So much at stake.
Two shiny objects missing from that collection, huh?
This isn't even our main event. We still have the New Texas Pro World Championship to come in our main event as Brian Keith defends against Calvin Tankman. Thank you for joining us here live on IWTV. This has been a great night, a memorable night, some controversy to say the least, Biss.
It wouldn't be Dallas without a little bit of controversy, man.
We're seeing a war here between Trish Adora, who's now taking it up a notch. These 2 women firing chop after chop on one another. And then
was that the cravat she had there? Yeah, nice.
Snapmare, and then an elbow right to the back of the neck and the head.
Uppercut, caught her, yep. Right square with the neck, elbow point right there.
You see Trish Adora rubbing her chest, maybe took a few more licks than she wanted to there. Again, I think Rok-C, because of her stature, that people tend to underestimate our champion.
Underestimate the striking power now.
But don't underestimate Rok-C. She's always taken the fact that her opponent's always underestimated. I don't think Rok-C's ever been in a match where she wasn't the underdog, where she wasn't outsized, outmatched in terms of stature. And she takes advantage of that, Biss. I mean, Rok-C, when you don't realize you can connect with something like that, there's another one.
You can never underestimate her. Trisha was going to those strikes to the body. And just like that, knee to the jaw changes the whole game.
So a hammerlock. And it throws Trish Adora face first in that center turnbuckle.
So technically sound.
And look, that might have just angered the Afro Punk, though.
Yeah, it pissed her off. And that hammerlock, you're falling face first into a turnbuckle. You can't brace yourself. You can't protect yourself with the arm.
Here we go. Trish Adora. Oh, and there's a Lucas press from Rok-C.
There's some strikes.
The Prodigy firing up now. She's almost in danger of getting disqualified. The referee has to get out of the way there.
And Rok-C has done an excellent job.
God, the fire of Rok-C.
Yeah, just keeping any of Trish Adora's momentum from stopping. As soon as she starts to chain 1 or 2 moves together, Rok-C found some way to stop it.
Going for maybe a Russian leg sweep.
Rolls her through. Nope, grabbed the wrist.
Now wait a minute, now Trish Adora trying to put Rok-C in the crossface. That's how Rok-C has been winning. She defeated Rachel Rose. to retain the championship. Will this be the maneuver that Rok-C has when she loses the title?
And we have a champion in a submission hold in the center of the ring.
Rok-C is a long way from the ropes. Oh, rolls her up for the pinning combination.
Trisha had to give it up. Crossface
now
of
here's
her
the
own.
crossface from Rok-C.
Very nice. Yep, keep it underneath the chin. There's almost a temptation to move that up towards the nose because of the more pain that it gives out. But if you keep that underneath the chin, it's easier to control your opponent.
Trish Adora trying to maneuver her body, spin around, trying to get to the bottom rope.
And then
ring awareness here.
Yeah, very nice. Keep
Rok-C putting her foot on the rope, trying to break out of it.
Rolls through, nice.
Maintains control.
That's sliding up though. She's got the hands sliding up on the face. That is
Rok-C has put so many
excruciating.
opponents away with this maneuver.
That is across the bridge of her nose.
Is Trish Adora going to be added to the list that have tapped out to Rok-C?
She can't see now. She can't see where the rope is at. Has the legs. She has got the legs strapped. Very nice. And that's the power of Trish Adora.
Got her up. Oh! Backbreaker.
But that speaks to the experience of Trish
Adora
as well.
Here's the cover.
Trish Adora was in a bad way there. She didn't freak out. She came very close to tapping out. I think her arm was right there. But she held tight. She stuck to her technique, and she found a way out.
That shows both the experience that Trish Adora has as well as the fire and tenacity she will show to capture the Ring of Honor and the New Texas Pro Women's titles. And here both win now. Center of the ring.
I clenched fist. Is Trish Adora... I mean, these are straight forearms. These are legal. But I'm wondering if she is struggling to keep from a closed fist strike here to the face.
Referee's allowing a lot to go. There's so much on the line here tonight. Two titles.
You have to.
God, the force almost knocking Rok-C off her feet. The tenacious champion manages to stay up, and there's a forearm from her own into a side Russian leg sweep.
Floats over, beautiful. Spaces herself wonderfully.
Oh, signature Rok-C.
Yep, both knees right in the gut.
Freestanding moonsault. And got a 2 count. A 2 count for the Prodigy. This is awesome. This is what women's wrestling is all about here in Dallas, Texas for Dallas 41.
This is what wrestling is all about. This is amazing. This is just two competitors that want to prove who's the best.
Rok-C,
big title on the line.
Taking things up a notch, positioning Trish Adora right where she wants her. What is the champion thinking here? The Prodigy looking to go up top. Trish Adora is down. No, Trish,
a little playing possum,
she's
I
up.
think.
Catches the champ up top. This is not good for the Prodigy Rok-C. Trish Adora's got her in position. Rok-C trying to fight out of it. Both women in a precarious position here in the top rope.
Fighting her off.
Get her
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Comes through, rolls through, has her hooked.
Her up. It was a sunset flip.
Only two, but Trisha holds on the ankle. Looking for the butterfly.
Oh, cattle mutilation. Cattle mutilation from the Afro Punk. Will the Prodigy tap out?
That butterfly lock here.
Tap out.
Rok-C's got to drive forward.
Are we going to see a new champion?
Can she drive forward? I think if she can drive forward, she can push Trisha off base here.
Rok-C, I think, finding a new technique.
Wow, rolls through
right
it.
To the center of the ring. Maintains
lost
control.
Position, but regained it. Very nice.
With fingers locked, almost lost the grip there. But Rok-C
she's fighting for the grip. She's fighting for the grip.
Trying to get out of it. Look at that bridge from Adora. And wait, Rok-C barely, she's holding almost to the ropes.
Man.
Adora, I saw her trying to hold on to that left arm. She lost control, trying to maintain that technique, pull Rok-C back in.
And Trish Adora knew that was a good spot for her. She fought and clawed, basically, to keep that hold on.
And sometimes when you're in those positions, you got to make a decision. She tried to hold on, and Rok-C was able to still maneuver technique out of that, get to that bottom rope, create full separation there.
Yeah, it was just that brief moment where the grip was broken that Rok-C was able to make it to the ropes.
She's got her up now.
That's a flush elbow to the jaw.
Rok-C needs to get that out of there, so rolls her up. I thought it was going for a pinning combination. Oh, going for a Shiny Wizard. Face first. Yeah. Goes Rok-C from a
going right back to it.
Cattle mutilation again, but Rok-C gets out of the way.
You can't blame her. It was a great spot. Boot right to the mush.
Right to the face.
Folds her up, folds her up.
No!
Thought we had a new champion, Sammy.
2 3/4 this.
Thought we had 2 new champions.
2 new champions in one. Trish Adora throwing everything at our champion Rok-C. 2 championships on the line here. And our champion is reeling. But don't count out Rok-C. You know as well as I do, Biss, you cannot count out the prodigy.
Absolutely not.
These 2 women putting on an absolute clinic. And you see, looking for maybe Lariat Tubman. No, Rok-C had her scouted.
Crucifix has her folded up. Oh, holds the leg, traps it, folds it up.
No! Rok-C's still able to get out.
Strong kick out.
Rolls her up again. Stacked up, no. 2 count again.
Comes through.
There's another roll up. Cover after cover after cover.
3 seconds, that's all it takes. Quesadora rolls through. Can she hold on to it? Grabs the legs, bridges back.
That's
She got her.
Here is
How
your winner,
close.
and still Ring of Honor Women's Champion and new Texas Pro Women's Champion, Rok-C!
How resilient is Rok-C? That name, the Prodigy, is 100% earned.
I mean, that closing sequence, Biss, that could have gone either way. There were a couple of moments there where I really thought we were going to have a new champion.
Rok-C showing the heart of the champion, but it was that close. It was paper thin close.
I mean, for 3 seconds there, Rok-C was the better woman, was the better competitor, and is still your champion here at New Texas Pro. One hell of a battle.
I get when Trish Adora goes home tonight, she will think of all the small mistakes that she may have made, but I couldn't list them for you. It was that close.
I mean, you look at the expression on Adora's face, she's heartbroken. She gave everything she had here. And there were a couple of moments, like I said, she could have easily captured those championships.
I'm going to stand up here too. Phenomenal match between these 2. Just awesome. Just awesome, guys.
Great show of respect.
Amazing.
That's what New Texas Pro is all about. Code of honor on full display here. Live in Dallas, Texas.
It's been a night of wars, but that was just another one.